Hey Sag, how you doing? Welcome to your reading. It's being done in March, so it's for March. But whenever you see the video, I'm sure there'll be a message there for you if you're drawn to it. So yeah, hope you're well. Let's go ahead and get started. I must admit I'm a bit low on energy today, so forgive me. But yeah, this is all still all for you. I'm giving you whatever dribs and drabs I have left of my energy. Shows my love for you, Sagittarius. Alright, okay. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. Hermit at the base of the deck. Is there a prominent Virgo in your life? Possibly, or maybe you just need some me time. Maybe you need to go inwards to find answers. Take a bit of a rest. So that could be a side note for some of you. Okay. Alright, so first card. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, by the way. So yeah, it looks as if you are a little bit preoccupied mentally. And Hermit's come out. Wow. So yeah, you do need a break, or a break would behoove you, or a break definitely seems to be, would be very much welcomed. I think would definitely bring in some new energy for you and kind of refresh you a little bit, especially as there seems to be some sort of competition. So, maybe for you, Sag, you need to regroup to kind of refocus your actions and plans to make sure that you are still, competitive. Although I wouldn't say, I don't really believe in competition per se. I feel like your only competition really is yourself. And really it's about refocusing yourself to make sure that you are focused on your own original ideas, your own ambitions, rather than measuring yourself against somebody else. I don't think that's ever a healthy way to go, unless, for some people it's going to work for them, of course, but I think for most people it's probably healthier and more productive to kind of work with your own energy, per se, rather than somebody else's. Everyone's got their own path and goals, so it's just, we all get there in the end though, right? Regardless of what path we take, but some paths are just better than others, I guess. King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's definitely... Okay, I can't fit this. Oh dear. Maybe people don't really like skulls. I don't know. Sorry, my energy is just a bit off today. Forgive me. Alright, so we've got the Eight of Swords as the overall advice or outcome from Spirit. And we've got the World card and the Three of Wands. So again, we are looking at some sort of, I feel like maybe you want to be dominant in your field, or you want to be, like you want to kind of make a name for yourself, I feel. I'm just getting that as a side note. But yeah, obviously there's a major focus here on money and keeping that money and making more money. And like I said, there's probably a Virgo in your life that is quite heavily involved in the situation. Or it could be that you've got strong Virgo placements in your chart, or earth energy in your chart as well. So the Nine of Swords obviously here is in your subconscious. So I feel like you've been maybe triggered by something. Something has triggered you. And that Five of Wands may very well not be, anything to do with competition outside. This could be you beating yourself up a little bit about, I could be doing better. You may feel like you've kind of fallen off track in some way. and you want to refocus. And I think your focus, you really want to focus yourself on what's important to you, which is your future, which is money, which is security, family. So I feel like a lot of your priorities may have been kind of reordered, restructured, and again refocused. With the Two of Pentacles as well as the overarching or the crowning card. Again, yeah, there's a focus on having a change when it comes to your money. So you may be looking to use your money more wisely as well. And when I say wisely, not like you're not using it wisely, but using it in a way that's a bit more strategic as well, and kind of freeing yourself up, allowing yourself to expand as well. And having a bit more fun with it rather than being so very serious about things. And that would be a very Sagittarius approach, I would say, to kind of have a bit more fun. There needs to be balance here. There needs to be balance when it comes to how you're approaching work and money and those things. There has to be an element of fun. There has to be an element of flexibility, of room to grow as well. So I don't know if you're feeling constricted as well, especially with the Nine of Swords here. You may be feeling very stuck, you know, like you just can't seem to figure a way out. There's no or there just could just be kind of rumination, kind of overthinking things and continuing to think about things, like a kind of Virgo energy of ruminating and worrying about things. So it looks to me like you very much want to move forward. You very much want to break free. You want to put your energy into something. You want to kind of move forward. You're not afraid of the fight. You're not afraid of competition. You're not afraid of those things. You know you have got something to give and you want to give that. And I think what's possibly stopping you again is knowing that, okay, we know that you have the energy, you want to move forward, but you need to create a focus as to where you're going to put the energy and why. It's not just like, the fun is in the journey, the fun is in the experience, but you know, the celebration and the success comes through doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons in order to get the desired result. So I thought that's what you're kind of focusing on. Like, you're wanting to make sure that you stay on track whilst also not feeling like work. Okay. So with the Three of Wands as well as the overarching energy, you are finally, I feel like, letting go of maybe competition, being competitive. You're kind of going your own way. Very much so, going your own way, doing your own thing. Now with Six of Cups, you may feel tied to people, the past. This could be also a hindrance in some way, as in you feel like you can't move forward without leaving them behind. But I feel with the Three of Wands here, as much as that has been a conflict for you, you may find a way to bring them with you in some way, or to keep them in the fold. So say, for instance, you created a business, which means you're going to be very much like, you're the CEO, you're doing it, you're kind of managing and running everything. You may involve your friends or family by giving them roles or offering them roles if they were interested. And that might kind of help, kind of in that way you're not kind of doing your own thing and they're over there and they're kind of involved in what you're doing. Or it could be with the Six of Cups, that, yeah, that maybe you just carry those memories with you, you know, and you move forward. Because the Three of Wands does talk about going your own way. We've got the Five of Wands again, which is about, creating your own space, like telling everyone to give you room. This is your thing. This is about you and your opportunity to make your mark on the world, or to follow your dreams in some way, whether that be course of study or whatever. It could be so many things. So yeah, I feel like there is a lot of goodbyes here. You're saying goodbye either to people, friends, or just attachments that you may have had to the past, and allowing, finding peace with that, I feel. You do have the Ace of Cups here in your near past. So this could have all started with you kind of falling in love with a particular project, maybe a passion project, or new business, or some sort of new path that you really feel feeds your soul and makes you truly happy. The Ace of Cups also talks about healing as well. So you could have gone through a bit of a healing process recently, which has allowed you to kind of bring things into focus. As I said before, the word focus comes up a lot. So yeah, you could just be having a new focus now, especially with the Hermit card. Even though it's kind of crossing the reading, it for me, it's actually, I feel, a bit of advice rather than being a hindrance. I feel like it's telling you to kind of, follow your heart, follow that calling that you have, do what you need to do, even if that means sometimes causing conflicts around you, as in people may not like it, or even if it means you're having to deal and find peace with that within yourself, in terms of not being able to bring people with you, or just being very self-focused and making peace with that. But I think that's kind of troubling you with the Nine of Swords here. So yeah, sorry, I just popped away for a sec. But the Nine of Swords is, sleepless nights, etc. But we do have the Four of Swords here as the outcome. So I think it is telling you. And then we've got the Death card as well. So I don't know if you can see that over here. You probably can't, sorry. But yeah, we've got cards of endings, transformation, completion, and taking a break. The Four of Swords is the soldier. Well, usually in the traditional decks, of the soldier having gone to war and coming back and kind of taking stock of everything that's happened and recalibrating, and with a different outlook. And the different outlook could be that the reality of life is that we are kind of born into the world alone, and we leave the world alone. It's like, as much as we, it's important, in fact, to care about other people, and to always think of others in your actions. There's also another fact that, if no one, if you don't put yourself first and focus on yourself, then who will? So it is about balance. I think you're finding, like I said, balance between people or obligations and what kind of makes you happy and things like that. So there's balance going on here. So yeah, we've already mentioned the Queen of Pentacles, again, focusing on your money, focusing on taking the next step up. So again, she's her eyes are set on the future, or on what's ahead of her. And I feel that's what you're focusing on. Hi, Sag. Sorry to keep interrupting your reading. I must admit, actually, sorry, I'm back. I must admit that I've tried to do this reading before as well. I think the day before yesterday. And another interruption. So there's a lot of, and even me doing your reading now, it's like it's not coming out like super clear. It's like, I feel like I'm being pulled here and then pulled there and then pulled here and then pulled there. So I hope everything's okay. And just remember to ground yourself, most definitely, with all these kind of energies that's coming your way. Most definitely. You are looking for a change though, so hopefully that change will come as well. And that change brings in more grounded energy, as it is an Earth card. Yeah, we've got the Two of Swords here as well. So you are cutting things off. And again, the Nine of Coins. You're going your own way. Knight of Wands. He goes his own way. Knight of Wands is also known as the pioneer. And it's also representative of Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. But definitely is one of your cards. So just moving on with the reading, it looks as if people do see you as the star, like you've set your heart on a mission, like you're reaching for the stars, and you could be quite inspirational as well to people. Your hopes and fears, we do have the King of Pentacles, so obviously you're hoping for security, money. This could be also a person. So you know, this Queen of Pentacles could also be a person. This could be parents, or this could be a partnership. So if this was a love reading, it looks as if there could be a partnership here, and you're very much wanting to kind of keep this person around. You could also be concerned that this person is just very, very money focused, for that there is some sort of expectation for you to make money as well, or money seems to be kind of on an important topic that you that seems to be of a concern at the moment. Finding that security, or developing or growing and developing that financial stability. Sorry, my energy is all off for your reading, but I just need to get this done because I just feel like I've tried so many times. And as the overall outcome, we do have the Eight of Swords. So we still see you kind of conflicted and like ultimately concerned with the past. You know, you are very, I think you're very attached to the past, or attached to your family or people that are close to you. I think you're finding it hard to again find that balance, and to feel like you're doing the right thing, to feel like you're being fair. This would also be a concern about other people and what they might think with the Eight of Swords. This would also be self-doubt as well, where you're doubting your ability to move forward on your own. So there's quite a lot going on here, Sag. Quite a lot. I feel like I feel like the energy is very much kind of up in the air, and you're just trying to kind of direct it and hope that you land how you want to land. So yeah, definitely kind of getting that vibe. So there's a bit of uncertainty, it looks like, about your future, or at least you feel that way. But I feel like this is just new, that's all. It's just new. So it's like when you first step into anything new, you can't see everything that's going to happen and how it's going to turn out. And I think you're just a bit apprehensive about that because you maybe have got quite a comfort zone going on, as we all do. And yeah, it's just hard to kind of let go of those things and just do your own thing and be on your own without feeling selfish or feeling bad about it. And Spirit is saying, yeah, with the Santa Muerte card or the Death card, it is saying that this is a birthing process, and you are giving birth to a new beginning, and you have learned all that you can learn in this current situation. You know, you've mastered it in some way, and it's time to regroup, reflect, see where you've come from, see where you're at, to then be more clear of where you're going. So yeah, things ending, cutting things out, following your heart, looking for security, and also listening to your heart, listening to your inner guidance, away from what other people are telling you necessarily. So for instance, like my daughter's actually a Sagittarius, and I can see a minor struggle while she's doing her exams and A-levels, that there's also this struggle to kind of keep up with social activities and you know, friends and things like that. So it's about not looking too geeky or nerdy, I guess, maybe, whilst also kind of getting what you need to get done because you want a security for your future. It's also very important for you. So I definitely see that here for her. So it could be something like that, you know. So that's the reading. I could go on and on and on, but who's got all day? Not me, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want a private reading where we can kind of discuss it and kind of get into more detail, I'll be more than happy to do that for you, Sag. So yeah, get in contact. Love you. Take care and bye-bye.